The government is facing accusations of applying double standards after revealing it is considering changing flight paths around Wilson Airport instead of demolishing dozens of buildings that have encroached into protected airspace. The proposal follows a government survey that identified more than 40 buildings breaching aviation height restrictions, prompting senators to question why authorities appear willing to accommodate the developments when informal settlements have previously been demolished for similar planning violations. Here now is our reporter Jasmine Wamboy with that story.
Should aircraft change course to accommodate buildings that encroach controlled airspace, or should the buildings come down? That is a question that dominated a Senate committee hearing today after the government disclosed that it is exploring alternatives to demolishing dozens of buildings that have eaten into protected airspace around Wilson Airport. Appearing before the Senate Roads and Transport Committee, Aviation Principal Secretary Teresia Mbaika says that many of these developments have existed for years and that would make demolition a complex undertaking.
What is easier route to deal with the matter? Is it to bring down all the buildings which are on that flight path, or is it coming up with a plan that works for us? Because these people, if you go to them, some of them have approvals by the different agencies which approve, including Nairobi County.
The proposal comes after an obstruction survey conducted between October and November 2024 found that 41 out of 134 buildings assessed within a 6-kilometer radius of Wilson Airport exceeded the permitted height limits. This, the report warns, gravely endangers passengers during takeoff and landing at Wilson. Senators now want to know why the government appears hesitant to demolish these buildings.
Don't you think the best thing is to bring down these buildings so that people don't repeat the same mistakes?
A few months ago, we dealt with demolitions in the city, some of them not very far away from Wilson Airport, of shanties along a riverbed. And those are people's investments. But we brought them down. But what message will we be sending to Kenyans? That if your investment is 10, 15,000, 20 maximum, we'll bring it down even without reference to you. But if there is a building that contravenes the same law, but you are putting 1 billion Kenya shillings, we can excuse you,
The affected buildings are concentrated in South C, Nairobi West and along the Lang'ata Road corridor. In these areas, rapid vertical development has steadily encroached into protected airspace reserved for aircraft operations. Among those flagged is a Parliamentary Service Commission building. The Kenya Civil Aviation Authority approved a maximum height of 21 meters, but the Center for Parliamentary Studies rises to approximately 27 meters. The government is not too eager to demolish any of these encroaching developments.
There is a room to work on a runway facing the other side, which is the national park, and there is land for that matter, which is also government owned by the University of Nairobi.
For many Kenyans, illegal encroachments often end with the arrival of a bulldozer. But as the government weighs what to do with the 41 commercial buildings that breach protected airspace around Wilson Airport, it appears this time a compromise may be at hand. Jasmine Wamboy, Citizen TV.